Hello everyone and welcome back to another building video. Everyone on YouTube right now is building these beautiful modern apartments and houses for rent for the new pack, but I'm not really feeling that way. When I think of for rent, I don't think of like these permanent, beautiful, fabulously furnished mansions. I think of temporary homes that you're renting from your landlord. In Ireland, we have a lot of these terraced homes, the ones that are attached to one another that would be on a main street or a long stretch of a road or in a small town, and all of them kind of look similarly to this because I think it would be really fun to actually use these terraced Irish style homes for the for rent pack, of course. So today I'm building a house that's actually inspired by a home I went to view when I was trying to rent a house. A few years back, we went to see this 3-bedroom, 1 kind of bathroom house, and for some reason I kind of did like it. I hated where it was, the location of it. It was very small and very crammed into the space and very expensive for what it was, but for some reason I still kind of enjoyed the look of it. So I wanted to show you how that would look because everyone is doing it on YouTube at the moment, creating these like 4 or 3 kind of homes on one lot that we'll be able to use for the for rent pack, which is really exciting. And why not try give you more kind of Irish style home, because that's essentially what I'm surrounded by. So this house was very small, and also this video was not meant to be a speed build. It was actually my mic wasn't on originally, so I had to turn it into a speed build, so don't mind me. At the moment I'm just working on the downstairs, which consists of 1 bedroom and this kind of little nook room that I thought was a bathroom, but I don't think it actually was in the end. The sitting room slash kitchen slash dining room was this long kind of spacious room. All I remember, it was very white, it was very clean, and the home was actually nicely refurbished. The guy I think did a really good job refurbishing the house. It kind of smelled like wood and clean and like fresh paint, which sometimes isn't a good thing in Ireland, because if you're going renting a house and it smells like fresh paint, they've obviously painted it to hide the mold. Don't even lie to yourself, it's definitely that. So it did smell quite nice and fresh though, in a sense, and it was quite airy with this like big slidey door in the back, and there was actually a skylight as well that I will put later on into the video. But it had this weird bedroom with a slidey door to it, which was kind of odd, but it was still a 3-bedroom house, so I still kind of liked it, even though we never got that house, and I'm very happy we didn't because I love the house that I live in at the moment. But there are so many homes like that in Ireland that are for rent. I mean, some people do own them, definitely, so the people next door to you might already own the house. It might be like elderly people or a family that have bought the house, but the majority of homes like this in Ireland would be kind of considered for rent, particularly like targeted towards students or like young families. I don't know, people that can afford, because it is actually still very expensive. I've made this house even shorter and smaller than what it originally was when I was building it, because in my head I was like, this isn't that big. Irish homes like that for rent are so small because they try to cram them into like the smallest amount of land possible, and these homes would have been built years ago. So if you consider these terraced homes, if they're on a stretch of a road, that road probably exists for like a number of years, and that house would have been built back then. So they are quite old homes, and a lot of them would be refurbished, so the mold idea is 100% true. Upstairs we have literally just 3 bedrooms and a small bathroom, and to be fair, the bathroom was quite nice, but the bedrooms felt so claustrophobic when you were in there. They were so crammed and so small, like, and the only furniture that we get really is a chest of drawers and barely a bed. Like, the bed was so bad when we were in there. So you get no furniture when you're actually moving into a place for rent like that. So again, I'm bringing you the realism here. It's not just rainbows and butterflies and beautifully furbished homes. Those homes would be the ones that you would go to buy, but for rent, no, you get nothing. You get just dust and a weird IKEA chest of drawers. So that's the kind of shape, that's got a general idea of the house. The back garden is also very small for those terraced homes. You'd be very lucky to even have any bit of greenery or anything in the backyard. Sometimes it's literally just like 1 square foot of like just tarmac, just like concrete, just so you can see a little bit of light above you. It's really not that nice usually when it comes to these little terraced homes for rent, especially. As I said, people that have already owned these homes and lived in them for years, they maybe refurbish them and make them look really nice. The back gardens and stuff, they might have like, you know, a bit of greenery and things, but not really for rent. Your landlord will not give a crap about whether you have lovely back garden or not. They just want to get that easy cash, especially if they're splitting a 3-bedroom house between like 3 degree students, the money that they get for that is actually so crazy. I lived before in a 5-bedroom house and we all paid like, what did we pay? Was it like €500 each? It was something crazy anyways, and we paid it and we lived in it. The house is massive. It was really nice, but just the amount of money that landlords get is actually so scary to think about. That's why this pack to me is a little triggering for many reasons, and that is one of them. I did try to do that little skylight, but it does not work. I don't know how to make a skylight, so I just have this like little slit of glass, and we have to pretend that that's like a little Dulux window. So I've added a couple of other homes, and as I said, some of them are already pre-owned, so some of them would be really nice. Our back gardens would be lovely. But the fun thing to mention about this, which I think this will be really fun in the actual pack, is to have the idea of the neighbors. So, you know, next door might have a dog, but to your right might have a child. And will that create a lot of noise for you in The Sims 4 for rent? I don't know. I think that's going to be really exciting because the noise aspect is also a little triggering, but it's so realistic. So I think that struggle and that challenge of living with neighbors so close in such small little tiny terraced homes where the walls are pretty much made out of paper, I think that will be really fun in a way, even though it is still like making my heart race a little bit because I lived in an apartment with horrible neighbors above me and it was actually the worst time in my life. But I don't know. I think this pack is still going to be kind of fun in a way. So it is growing on me. It's like really slowly making its way into my heart. But as I said, I'm kind of sick of watching, I don't know, my favorite YouTubers, I guess in a way, making these beautiful modern homes for rent for the pack, which they look beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I love them, but like I want to see like the for rent aspect. The idea that these people are renting and it's expensive and it's tough and it's trying to fit a massive family into a small home. That's what I'm excited about. Anyways, this is what it kind of looks like. So you've got your 4 little homes crammed together on a small lot, and in real life there would actually be more going along the way, or else there would actually be some in the back as well. So your back garden would be touching off of someone else's back garden. Yeah, that could also be a thing. I'm really excited about this build because I think I'm actually going to furnish the other houses as well and use it when the pack comes out, because I think I love that realism, that sense of challenge, and that things are going to be a struggle. It's not going to be, you know, just beautiful homes and things like that. Maybe we could even refurbish it. I don't know. I think it'll be really, really fun. So please let me know what you think of this build down in the comments. I would love to hear your feedback about this, and let me know if you agree with me maybe on this pack, or maybe you don't. Maybe you prefer looking at the beautiful side of things, the beautiful apartments, or maybe you are on the same page as me with the for rent kind of feel that nothing is really permanent because you're only renting. This isn't your house. I love that kind of temporary feel when it comes to the for rent pack. So let me know your feedback, and as per usual, do not forget to subscribe as I have loads of videos coming out. And yeah guys, thanks so much for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.